November, gunpowder treason and plot. I shall see no reason that the gunpowder treason shall ever be forgot. Today we are going to explore all the way to the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm Ariel, you're watching Urbanist. Let's go on the bus. Hello Tour Brew, hello Rosaline, hello 4K Wander, nice to see you here. Welcome to the B69 bus in Prospect Heights, heading towards Dumbo. We're going to enjoy a good smooth ride over here towards Dumbo, and for today's 5th of November. It's all calm in New York City, luckily. So let's see how everything looks towards the Dumbo area and towards Brooklyn Bridge. Chakra, you see me more than you see your family. That's funny, Chakra. Hello, howdy, Joe. John, nice to see you here. It's freezing in the UK, oh no. So now we are passing through the train yards of Atlantic Terminal, which is the Brooklyn terminus for the Long Island Railroad. And we're starting to see huge high-end construction there in the distance. Orlando says, try to talk to the bus driver. I don't think this bus driver is as talkative as the other one. Hello, Elisa. Are the bus rides free? No longer, TJ. You do have to use your MetroCard. And they have a huge sign in front of the buses saying fares required now. So no longer free buses. Adam, why am I doing another Brooklyn Bridge tour? Well, because it's for fun. I've done already 1,000 videos in New York, so honestly, there's not that much like new stuff I could show you. And oh no, I just want to show you Brooklyn Bridge. That's why. Adam. Hello, Deborah from Buffalo. How was New York City on election day? Asked Orlando. It was calm. I thought there was going to be some type of civil unrest, but it was actually very calm on election day. Hello, Elisa. Hello, Isabella from Verona. It's a nice and quiet bus ride. Yes, it is, Brian. Hello, Helen. Yes, I am here once again. Huge piles of trash in front of a very high-end condominium. That's funny. Only in New York. Are the buses already hybrid electric? I'm not entirely sure. Great question. I don't think so. There's a huge combustion engine right behind me. So the engine is combustion. You can hear it. Yeah. Hello, Sharon. Jean, you're from Albany. Welcome. Susan, this is how I first met you, walking across the bridge all those years ago. Yes, Susan. So glad you're tuning in. Welcome. Joe says sharing is caring. Thank you so much for sharing, Joe. Hello, Deborah. Thank you so much for the stars. Hello, Darren. Kay anticipates that the unrest will start when the results are in. I think that might be the case. So I am enjoying New York City as much as I can before that is the case with the results going in. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Chris. Hello, Constanza from Milano. Kevin, welcome. Bonkers from UK. Nice to see you. Angie from Los Angeles. Nice to see you here. So right now we're passing through the neighborhood of Fort Greene. Isabella says, thank you for the video. My pleasure, Isabella. When you showed the bus here on it, looked emptier than the one in New Jersey. Oh yeah, the buses here are pretty empty. This big B69 route is probably not as full as the one that you take on Flatbush Avenue, which is the main big avenue nearby. Here we're going up and down. What avenue is this? I think it's Vanderbilt. Panagiotis says, I might have not noticed before, but new logo? No new logo for me. No, not yet. Hello, Olivier, Andalucía. Welcome. ¿Qué tal? Estoy muy bien. Denise, enjoy all my videos, so informative. I'm so glad you do. So here's the neighborhood of Fort Greene. There in the distance, we can see the Williamsburg Savings Tower Bank. We see the beautiful skyscrapers that are popping up all around downtown Brooklyn. In the foreground, we see a handball court right there. And lots of bikers on this route. So New York has beautiful weather today, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, Susan, that's right. And I am enjoying the weather. To me, it's just like perfection today. I want to share that with you. Here's a school called Queen of All Saints. Beautiful school. Look at that. Wow, it looks like a gigantic cathedral. It is a gigantic cathedral. That's awesome. Olivier, what are we eating tonight? Oh, Olivier, no food tonight. Just I had already enough before starting this. Panagiotis, I thought you had different font. No, same you in graffiti style. Daniel, what a beautiful building. Yeah, Queen of All Saints. Really haven't looked into that building. It looks gorgeous. Olivier says it's a pity. Oh, don't worry, Olivier. Tomorrow, stay tuned. There will be a philosophical chat at 5 p.m. with food and drink. Hello, Comandante from Dusseldorf. Welcome. So yeah, this bus passes through Vanderbilt Avenue, which is almost parallel to Flatbush. Kay would like a dramatic reading. Maybe Kay, alright, maybe I'll do a dramatic reading tomorrow. Orlando, you're watching all the way from Ukraine. Wow, impressive. Angie, your dad grew up in 177 7th Avenue. Oh, I'm not entirely sure if we're nearby that. I don't think so. I think 7th Avenue might be a bit further away. Where we started was a little bit closer to 7th Avenue. So, Adam, you asked, does New York have a garbage system so people cannot leave trash on the sidewalks? We do. We do have a Department of Sanitation. It's been the case for probably more than 100 years. The thing is, New York City doesn't have alleyways, nor does it have huge garbage receptacles like in some cities like in Rome. So that's why we leave the trash bags there on the side of the street, and the garbage department, the Department of Sanitation, picks them up. Hello, Tracy from Bermuda. Nice to see you here. Chris, your wife is Filipino. She has some of the Puerto Rican. She said some of the Puerto Rican food is similar to Filipino food. It is, Chris. There's a lot of overlap between Hispanic food and Filipino food. We use similar names such as lechon and adobo. Lori, what's up today? Ooh, Lori, welcome. I think we're gonna walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, most likely. Hey, Chris, what you're asking, please clarify your question. Williamsburg is named after Colonel John Williams, a USS engineer. Oh yeah, we're pretty far away from Williamsburg. Orlando says, actually my name translates to, it's cold without you. Olon, oh sorry, I've been mispronouncing your name. Olondon. Olodno. Your Puerto Rican feast last night made you crave pernil, says Susie. Oh, so glad, Susie. I hope the votes are not in the garbage bags. I hope so too. Chris, you have a cool Vespa. Amazing. And Elisa, you say, I was showing some of the videos to your physician and he was blown away. Oh, so glad. Joe, are you walking to Brooklyn? I'm on the bus in Brooklyn on the B69 heading towards Dumbo. So Elisa says he was blown away as he said that he knows that comes with all the knowledge from New York, says Elisa. Oh, cool, Elisa. I'm glad your physician enjoyed the the video. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're recovering quickly. Chris, I see a cool Vespa. Oh, yeah. You'll see a lot of Vespas in Brooklyn. And here we should be passing by the BQE, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway. Patricia, am I in Brooklyn right now? Yes, I am. Sam, do I do these tours full time? Urbanist is my career, yeah. I'm a freelance I'm a filmmaker. However, these videos, and along with my freelance filmmaking, they overlap. Thus, yes, I do this full time. It looks like NYC is kind of back to pre-COVID activities, is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Times Square does have a lot of people. Lori says, okay, good, I'll grab some lunch and settle here. Did you see AK's stream of this sunset? Yes, I did, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. I'm so glad he streamed the sunset above the skyline and the Empire State Building. Krista, you're watching me on TV. Oh, cool, Krista, that's so cool. Sam says, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm so glad. Love this tour. Left Brooklyn 20 years ago, says Keith. You in my neighborhood yesterday, you passed my school, Hunter College. So nostalgic. My pleasure. Wendy, good afternoon. Donald, I'm watching this while typing my WhatsApp text message to my ESL students. Oh, cool, Donald. Hope teaching is going well. Hope you're adapting to Zoom. Melba from California, nice to see you here. Cassandra's cooking Thanksgiving right now? Wow, Cassandra, I think you're a little bit a month early. Whoa. test bus. Did they speak of a second wave in New York? Yes. Nothing's happening right now, luckily. But if the first wave was any indicator, Europe preceded us, and whatever happened in Europe ended up happening in New York just a month or two later. So I am being extra cautious and still maintaining my distance, still using my mask, and still sanitizing, and still not dining indoors. That is my perspective, and I am cautiously, I would say, I am being very cautious whether I think that it'll be doable to make videos in December. I'm not entirely sure. Adam, do I like elections or not interested? Not really interested most of the time. Not really too interested in politics. Sue says we're in the second lockdown. Yeah. Elisa says, so tomorrow will be the famous philosophical chat. Yes, it will. 5 p.m. Stay tuned. Once a month. Special. What will be the topic? I don't plan anything, Elisa. No topics. Just winging it. Patricia says in Spain, COVID is crazy time. Yeah, I've heard. And I think that's why New Yorkers shouldn't get too comfortable. I think we should be cautious in opening up restaurants again. Here we see views of downtown Brooklyn. So we basically did a huge circle around downtown Brooklyn, which is awesome. Liz, right now we are in Flushing Avenue. Hey, Andrea, oh, they canceled school in Boston, she says. Oh, interesting. Olivier says this bus is more like a private car. So, yeah, it is, Olivier. Oh, Chris, so that's so sad to hear. I hope your coworker feels better. That's so sad to see that. It's very expensive to recover. Andrew, will I be visiting Dyker Heights in Christmas? I think so. I think, yeah, I'll be doing it. Andrea, do I pin my Cash App for tipping? Andrea, I have PayPal, paypal.me/Ariel Vieira. for tipping. Cash App is, I think it's Ariel Vera as well. So Cash App is $ Ariel Vera. Same thing with Venmo. Thank you for asking. Andrew, what's my favorite Christmas meal? Pork roast. That's what me and my family do. Here's the Manhattan Bridge. Olondo. Sorry, I've been mispronouncing your name this entire time. Olondo. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Judith sent me a tip on PayPal. Oh, thank you so much, Judith. Yo, interesting. We're stopping by the Manhattan Bridge. Uh-oh. Ran out of time. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to a vote. Thank you, 4K Wonder, for putting the Cash App link. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Judith. So we have arrived. We took a trip from Prospect Heights, and you saw how easy the bus is. There's some bus routes that are really fun in Brooklyn, and B69 is one of them. Now, I'm right by the entrance of the Manhattan Bridge, and we're only maybe a 5-minute walk away from the Brooklyn Bridge entrance. Let's have a vote. Where do you guys want to go? Do you want to go across the Manhattan or across the Brooklyn Bridge? They're both right next to each other. Let me know in the comments. Always nice to thank the driver. Yes, I agree. Manolito votes across the Manhattan. Susie, Laura, Brooklyn, DZ says, whoa, Brooklyn. We have a few Manhattans. Lots of Brooklyns. Oh my God. Brooklyn is taking over. Brian gives a Manhattan. What shall it be? Brooklyn. Brooklyn both? I get it. Both will be a bit difficult. Both is doable if I'm walking from the Manhattan direction. Because if I were walking from the Manhattan direction, I would get off the Brooklyn right down there, walk all the way this way, and get back on the Manhattan. So that would be doable if I were started the other way. We're having a lot of Brooklyn. Thiag just recommended the Williamsburg. Not in the running, Thiag. Don't say the Golden Gate. Unfortunately, I can't take a plane during the live video and walk across the Golden Gate. We have a whole lot of Brooklyn. Okay, let's do Brooklyn. A whole lot of Brooklyn. So, Oliver says, "Come on, you can walk both." It's a bit harder in Manhattan because Manhattan I gotta walk a lot further away. All right, we're gonna do the Brooklyn. Everyone voted for Brooklyn. Oh, like 82% of you voted for Brooklyn. So we're going Brooklyn. Thank you for voting. You will be seeing Manhattan Bridge again at some point. It's a little bit more epic at night anyway, so the Manhattan Bridge has a little bit more awesomeness at night because you get to see amazing views of Chinatown. All right, let's find the entrance for the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the difference. Chris is demanding a recount. Chris is now setting up litigation because he's saying that the count was unfair. We gotta stop the count right now. Everyone stop voting because apparently we have some issues. So Manhattan really wants to win. Manolito claimed the Manhattan Bridge, all right. Please do not do actual litigation against me. I come in peace. The polls are closed indeed, everyone. The polls are officially closed. Every vote was counted. The Brooklyn Bridge won. Sorry to break it to you. The Manhattan Bridge Party. You'll see it at some point soon. I think. So here's beautiful DUMBO. But now we're going to the Brooklyn Bridge entrance, which is right down there. It's pretty close. Let's go. Teresa says, count all the ballots. Gwen is here to protest. All bridges matter, everyone. All bridges matter. You're doing great. Keep walking, says Angie. Prospect Street. Yeah, that was Prospect Street. Don't go down dark alleys, says Esther. I'll try not to, Esther. Right there. See how close the both entrances are? So if you do want to walk both bridges, my recommendation is do one of the bridges from the Manhattan side and then walk around. Though, I would say walk on the Manhattan Bridge from Manhattan towards Brooklyn and then get on the Brooklyn Bridge because the Brooklyn Bridge is more epic when you're walking towards Manhattan. Anyway, let's cross over here. And here we have a sorbet. Dirty water dog. And welcome to Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen. We're at DUMBO. The Brooklyn Bridge is initiated. Let's go up. And they have handicap access, which is cool. So you can use a wheelchair if necessary. You will need someone to pull you up. But New Yorkers are nice, so a friend not if you're on your own. Someone's bound to help you. Does it still smell like piss here? I can't tell, I'm wearing a mask. Shirag, thank you so much for the 200 rupees. Shirag is sponsoring part of this walk, and Judith as well for the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's go. Why is it called DUMBO? Down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. That's what it means. Pretty sky today. Oh yes, very pretty sky. Beautiful sky, beautiful skyline. How long is the walk from end to end? I think you can do it in about 30 minutes, New Yorker speed. Leisurely, it'll take maybe about 45 minutes. 4K says it's around 15-20 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty quick walk. It's a pretty quick walk. In the distance, we do see Urbanus Orange. Yep, a little bit of Urbanus Orange. View of DUMBO, and it's huge. manufacturing buildings. What used to be manufacturing. Now it's mostly offices and some creative industry, and also apartments like this brutalist one. And cars. Whoa! So close. So here it says the Brooklyn Bridge, Brooklyn Heights, 1,200. Oh, it's telling you how far away everything is over here. Watch out with the bikes. They're quick. They're fierce. Angie says, such a beautiful view. I agree. Spectacular view of the skyline. We had a minute there to go. Oh, yes. We're going to see even better views. So, one pro tip, if you're walking the Brooklyn Bridge, be careful. This is the bike lane. You see these two lanes? You see the yellow marking? This is the bike lane. The bike lane actually goes into this direction. So be sure to make your way across the direction, look both ways. Bikers here in New York go very, very fast. Like this guy over here. Very quickly. So make sure you're not walking here. Otherwise you will collide with the bicycle. A hoverboard would be useful. Oh yes. I was dreaming the other day of riding a scooter, an electric scooter, and it felt so nice in my dream of running an electric scooter. You get yelled at if you're in the bike lane. Oh yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's take a closer look at the skyline. The bridge takes your breath away, says Melba. Oh, yes, it does, Melba. A bicycle is so much better for your heart. It is. Olivier? When it's crowded, it's chaotic. One of those bikes always tries to hit me, says Manolito, when you're taking photos. Oh, yeah, Manolito. Here's a woman making an offering to the gods of America, an offering to Colombia. So we see the Manhattan Bridge over there. See how it kind of like branches out. They're very close to each other in Brooklyn, the entrances. Here we have the BQE. Oh, beautiful BQE. The gorgeous BQE. Brooklyn Queens Expressway. Built by the master planner himself, Robert Moses. The Brooklyn Bridge, built in 1883. Constructed by Roebling, who actually got incapacitated due to an accident while the construction of the bridge, and his wife took control. Which one's better, the Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Williamsburg? Williamsburg is my least favorite for walking. Williamsburg is probably a lot of fun for cycling, and probably a lot of fun for skateboarding or electric scootering. But the best one for walking, in my opinion, is the Brooklyn, and a very close second, especially at night because it's very well lit, has amazing views of the city, is the Manhattan Bridge. It's rush hour. Oh yes, it's rush hour. Look at this. No more pandemic traffic over here. It's 140 years old. How can it stand? Yeah, Great question. Well, we have older buildings in Europe that stand for much longer. Older bridges also in Europe that have stood for much longer. And the views of the Brooklyn skyline. Hey, Tina, nice to see you here. Welcome. It's a beautiful sunset. Oh, yes. Brooklyn Bridge is best for walking. Oh, yeah. This bridge was meant for walking. It actually was. When it was built, there was no such thing as cars. It was originally built for streetcars and for horse and carriage and for walking. Electric bike, going quick. And, ladies and gentlemen, there are benches. Let's test a Brooklyn Bridge bench. A BBBB, a triple B. A Brooklyn Bridge bench. Let's see how it is. I got the garbage can right next to me just in case I need to like throw anything out. I can spend a very long time eating snacks. That's nice. It's have a cool rumble with the bicycles just rushing by because these are wooden panels now. So that feels good. The beautiful soothing sounds of the rush hour traffic behind me. Almost like a loud rumble that could soothe me to sleep on here on this bench. This bench is loud. This bench is proud. This is a very interesting bench, and look at that view. Wow. The actual bench itself, it's okay. Not super comfortable. Not super uncomfortable. It's just like a normal bench. But the views, you can't beat it. It's a very, very unique bench. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Good bench. And now we have the bikers yelling at the pedestrians. This is a good place to see pedestrians running into bicyclists. Have to give it a 10 out of 10, says Kay, just for the views. I know what you mean, yeah. Hey, Christina says, I wish I was sitting on that bench. Oh, Christina, yeah. Great views. I agree. Look at that. Amazing views. And here we see let me know what that is. What neighborhood that is. That's the Manhattan Bridge. That's the Empire State Building right behind. I think that's called One Water Line, if I'm correct, the building. It's huge. And that is Hudson Yards, shining in the distance. All right, I gotta put on some glasses because it is getting very dark in here. Enjoy views of the Brooklyn Bridge as I switch to glasses. Andrea cashed at me a tip. Oh, cool, Andrea. Thank you. I appreciate it. It has no pic. Oh, okay. I gotta fix that. I'll double check my Cash App. Sorry, I haven't used Cash App yet. I've only used Venmo and PayPal. I appreciate you sending something. At least it says no commercials. No, there'll be no commercials. Wow, we have beautiful Manhattan Bridge. Who wants an apartment there? Must be a very loud apartment, unfortunately, because there's constantly traffic above the Brooklyn. The temperature is a nice 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Sun is setting. Why are there so many pedestrians in the bike lane? Because New Yorkers are a different breed. That's why. They're a different breed. For lives, you're lucky, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do feel lucky. I feel very privileged to live in New York. Wendy, just this tour I'm doing. Sunset's 5:31. Yes, it is. We're right in time for sunset. We're gonna see beautiful views. There's a lot of people taking photos. Yeah, the River Cafe is down there. Thank you for sharing your walk, says Catherine. I was in New York in April 1981 with your dad, and you visited College Point. Oh, he lived in College Point, and you were planning to walk on the bridge. I'm still waiting to come back to New York. Oh, I hope you do. Yes, you do. So glad I could bring it to you in the meanwhile, as you plan your return over here to the greatest city on earth. Lots of people here on the bridge today. Look at that. So many tourists from Queens. So many tourists from New Jersey as well. Can you walk the bridge 24/7? Oh yeah. The bridges don't close. Whoa. Scott. This is exciting, never walked the bridge. Scott, you probably have watched my Brooklyn Bridge walks before, because you've been watching for quite a while. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Here we can see a little bit more of DUMBO. Down there is Giuliana's, one of the best pizzerias, right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. And we have pigeons, right there. Look at all the pigeons. The city should widen the walkway. It's so narrow. Yeah, they should, and I think they are planning to do that. The bridge is too heavy for all the vehicles passing through, especially during rush hour. So they are planning to completely remake a lane, one single area of the bridge, so one of the 3 lanes, and make it into like a parkway. So it's just like imagine a High Line, but on the Brooklyn Bridge. That's what they're planning to do, potentially. We have the copters passing through. Tim says, it's so cool, I feel like we're chilling together. Oh yeah, indeed, Tim. Here are the wires. Whoa! This is it actually shakes. Crazy, crazy strong wire. However, when they first built these wires, Roebling, the head engineer of the Brooklyn Bridge, actually ran a wire company, but he couldn't use his same wires because it would have been
malpractice to have your own company supplying a major governmental project. So they had to hire the second best wire company. And the second best wire company actually fudged the numbers. And he recorded this to be 6 times stronger. They ended up finding out that was only 5 times stronger. You mean cables? Yeah, I do. Yes, cables is the term. But people call them wires as well. But yeah, you're right. They're cables. Conflict of interest. Thank you. Here we have a love lock. Lots of love locks here. I was thinking of the scene from Sex and the City when Miranda reunites with Steve. They reunite on the Brooklyn Bridge? Oh. Oh, whoa. Another biker yelling in the distance. There is a Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty herself, one of the other goddesses of America. Beautiful, beautiful views. What did they do with the cable issue? Nope, they never fixed it, but at least it's still 5 times stronger than it needs to be. Not 6 times. Time to do a selfie or a thumbnail. There we go. Number 1 or number 2? Let me know. Simi, you're subscribed to me. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Simi. I appreciate it. Is it windy on the bridge? Not windy today. Today's very low wind. People say number 2. All right, great. Look at that. Whoa. Can you recommend going on the Crown? I never done it, Dave, so I don't know how it is. Though it does suffice to just get a normal day pass. It does suffice from my perspective. Rob from Trip Hacks DC should come to join you sometimes. Yeah, I would love to collaborate with him in New York. That'll be fun. You have the nicest sweaters and coats. Were you ever in the fashion industry? No, I was never in the fashion industry. Thank you, I appreciate the compliment. Here's the first tower on the Brooklyn side. Though I did do a fashion documentary earlier this year, and I really got into it. And I've always loved wearing interesting clothes, but I started being a little bit more, even more adventurous, or even more finding different places. So I have been changing up my style the past year because of my influence from that fashion documentary I made. Erected by the cities of New York and Brooklyn. Yep, they were 2 different cities in 1883. John A. Roebling, 1869 was when he started. Washington A. Roebling then later took over. And then we're going to see another plaque, which is very important. But look at that sunset. Oh my God. Elisa, yes, today I am indeed wearing the zebra shirt. Liz, it talks about John and Washington Roebling, engineers who built this bridge. And of course, it's a National Historic Landmark. Saw the sun come up with Action Kid at the Empire State Building, and seeing the sun come down with me and Lady Liberty today here on Urbanist, says Terry. Cool, Terry. Yeah, indeed. If you follow enough of us walking YouTubers, you will see it all here in New York. And his wife did finish the bridge. Yep. There's a plaque in her honor. I'll show it to you soon. But before I do, look at this view. Oh my God. I absolutely love this perspective with all the cars passing through. If you have an iPhone, take a long exposure photograph. Make sure you have a live photo option on, and then you'll have that beautiful blur of all the car lights coming towards you. It's a really, really cool perspective. And then of course there we see the Manhattan Tower in the distance. So absolutely gorgeous perspective. There we have views of downtown Manhattan, the Freedom Tower. We see the Frank Gehry building right over there. Let me know if you can name any other buildings here. 2 ferries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 New York City ferries here that we can see from this perspective. This is a type of view that you just have to linger around. Take your time. Has anyone ever tried to jump or bungee jump from the bridge? Chris, great question. Great question. Sorry, someone's screaming right behind me. He's leaving. Good. Weird dude, New Yorker, screaming. So someone asked if anyone has jumped over. I don't know about bungee jumping. I don't think so. I don't think the city will actually allow it. There's probably been daredevils that have proposed it, though. Though with jumping, there was a man who jumped it, I think in the early history of the Brooklyn Bridge. It was within like the first, while it was either being constructed or shortly thereafter. And he was a swimmer. He decided to jump off and swim into the East River. However, unfortunately, he didn't realize that it was extremely high and very impossible to actually dive from this height. And he crashed and actually survived, which is crazy. The emergency boat picked him up and he died just a few minutes later. That's so far the only incident I know of a man trying to take a dive from here. Have I seen any UFOs in New York? I've seen 2 objects in the sky which I cannot explain, but nothing really crazy from other accounts that people have heard. So nothing really crazy. I've only seen 2 objects in the sky before my entire time here in New York City, which were unexplainable to me at the moment. Here's a helicopter passing through. Shield says a military drone. Maybe. Elisa's physician, doctor, is watching right now. Hey, Dean, Dr. Dean. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for taking care of Elisa. That's so awesome. Everyone say a big hello to Dr. Dean. Elisa's watching from Facebook, and she has gone through an injury, is recovering right now in the hospital. And Dr. Dean is allowing her both to watch live streamings and also taking care of her. So thank you so much, Dr. Dean from New York City. UFOs in the Hudson Valley. Yeah, that's a place where there's a lot of UFOs. The biggest sighting was the one that John Lennon saw in 1972. 1972, he saw it from his Upper East Side apartment. He was the most famous person who saw it, along with Yoko Ono. They both saw the same thing. A streak of lights late at night along the East River. but he was accompanied by hundreds of other reports. When he actually called the police station, the police said, hey, you're not alone in this. We have at least 100 more calls of the same sighting. And they couldn't explain it. So that was probably the most famous sighting in New York City history as far as I know. Hello, Donna. Nice night. It really is a nice night. Look at this. Wow, I love this. Predrag, nice to see you here. Hello, Donna. Adam. Elisa says, oh, thanks. He has tears on his eyes. Oh, so glad. Thank you, Dr. Dean. All right, let's see this other plaque before we venture forth into Manhattan. Here it says, the builders of the bridge dedicated in memory to Emily Warren Roebling, 1843 to 1903. She was officially the first person to cross the bridge, along, I think, with the president at the time. I forgot his name. So they both crossed the bridge first. The first person. Complete the construction of the bridge from the plans of his father, John A. Roebling. So it was an entire family affair who gave his life to the bridge. So John Roebling actually died due to gangrene, I think it was, when his toes were crushed while taking a ferry. Ironically, a ferry that he wanted to replace with this bridge. Then his son, Washington Roebling, took over, but Washington Roebling ended up getting the bends, which is the pressure sickness from going deep into the caissons of the towers. So these towers were made into vessels, and these vessels were slowly sunk into the riverbed. Hence, at first they were floating, and they're kind of floating in the riverbed in essence, and hence the pressure is very high down there, and he got paralyzed from it. So then Emily Roebling took control and oversaw the rest of the building. And here it says a quote, back of every great work we can find the self-sacrificing devotion of a woman. I like that. That's a very beautiful quote. Yes, of course, women could 100% do awesome projects on their own, but I love that sentiment as well. It's a beautiful sentiment. Wow, look at the sky. This is a perfect perspective. Can you climb the top of the bridge? So, Chinese tourists did that maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and he was immediately arrested and deported. He actually took a selfie on top of one of the Brooklyn Bridge towers. And then there was a street artist who replaced the American flag with white flags. I think it was in protest of something that was happening. I think it might have been Occupy Wall Street. You can still find that selfie of that Chinese tourist who went to the top. So aesthetic. Oh yes. And all the lights are starting to twinkle on. People are taking their wedding photos over here and selfies. Beautiful, beautiful views. Absolutely in love with this. Let's I just almost don't want to leave. Have you guys ever felt that, where you just like, I just don't want to keep on walking. I just want to soak this in for a very long time. Let me know if you ever felt that while sightseeing. How late are we hanging tonight? I'm not sure. We're walking across the bridge, at least. That I promise you. The Verizon building is a real eyesore. Yes, it is. Wow. Godfrey says, yes, he's experienced that at the top of the Empire State Building. 20 and 30 workers died in the construction of the bridge. They did. Definitely when I was in Sedona, says Judith. Oh, yeah, interesting. Susie experienced that on the promenade. Donald says, yes, to soak up the precious moments like these. Reggie says, I spent half an hour and a half in this bridge one day. I don't blame you, Reggie. I love this view. Thanks, Ariel. Hope you're keeping well. I am, Rob. Hope you're well as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Which one is the Verizon building? I'll show it soon. Shield your eyes, everyone. Shield your eyes, because this is viewer discretion is advised as I point the camera towards one of the ugliest buildings in New York. This is the Verizon building. I'll show it to you with a little bit more detail as we get closer. Do you feel the vibrations of the bridge? I do feel the vibrations of the bridge. I feel the high vibrations. One of the best dates I've ever done is I went out with a girl in my early 20s, and we crossed the Brooklyn Bridge on a very brutal cold day in February, and she was astonished by New York. Like, to her, everything was like, oh, so beautiful. It was actually the same girl that I started learning about New York City history. And we just laid down on the wooden planks. Of course, this is pre-pandemic time, so the bridge was empty, and we just laid down on the wooden planks, so you could feel the vibrations of all the cars and the bicycles passing through. It's a really, really cool way of experiencing it. Of course, it's a little bit too packed right now, and it might not be so hygienic, but it's really cool if you want to take that risk. Can the whole top level of the bridge accommodate bikes and pedestrians separately? Not separately, they're almost overlapping. Lisa knows, okay. That's a beautiful mass, says Tim. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. All right. We might have to keep on walking. Let's keep on walking. Oh, here we see Brooklyn Heights and the Brooklyn Bridge Park. We're going to see a little bit better views a little bit later as well. Oh! Helicopters. Every time I see helicopters in the sky, I think of the movie Cloverfield. Melody, you got fired. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Melody. So sorry to hear that. I've been in that same position before. Things will get better. Hang in there. The monster in Cloverfield loved the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, was it the Brooklyn Bridge where they got stuck on and it almost collapsed in that movie? Let me know. I think it was. I'm so in love with Brooklyn. Have two or three more vids from there. And Billy, you lived in Brooklyn for 45 years. The only time I walked across the Brooklyn Bridge was in 2003. Blackout when the blackout happened. Oh wow, Billy. So a huge blackout happened in 2003. Well, I think it was August 14th, 2003, if I recall correctly. And people, since the traffic lights were out, people just walked across to get from work back to their homes. So no locks here. Fine is $100, but let's find if someone left the live lock anyway. I love your mask. You make it yourself. No, I got it from my friend Mallory, independent fashion designer based in Queens. Find her at smart_glamour with a U. Smart_glamour with a U. The British way. Really cool designer. The masks are pay as you wish. $5 for shipping. Really cool service. Really love her masks. Hold my Berkshire. We don't talk about politics here. There's plenty of other channels where you can discuss that. Those writings are disrespectful. Some of them are taggings, but sometimes you'll find a sweet message here. Happy B-Day, G Lean 2018. Maricruz, and Francisco, New York, 2017 to 2020. The Indian and Capri. Oh, an Indian and Capri, an Indian and Italian couple. Shit buffs, shit always buffs. I'm not sure what they're referring there, right there. And we have a symbol, universal symbol that you'll find everywhere. Thank you, 4K Wonder, for putting the. No. Why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so mean? Galet and Mimic, 2019. No, they're separated, says Olivier. Olivier, that's very pessimistic. Leonardo da Vinci wrote sailboats and bridges have a geometric metaphor. Oh, interesting. Wow, look at that. Oh my God. Can't get enough of this view. Gonna take a water break. Enjoy the views of New York City.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh my God, we see the BQE from this perspective. Oh, in Brooklyn Heights. Okay, I can't wait to show you more, everyone. Stay tuned. Don't drop the phone. No, don't worry, I won't. Joe. Never a dull moment in the city, says Susie. I agree, Susie. Elisa says, but it's so silly to vandalize walls and bridges. A lot of people do it. What are those round things that look like webs? They're like to prevent people from climbing up the cables, I think. Let's zoom in on the BQE. I have fond memories of the BQE. I'm not just being snide. My family used to take a lot of trips to downtown Brooklyn, to southern Brooklyn, where they hung out with family friends. And whenever we would go back to Queens, we would go back via car. And the route back was to take this route. You see that string of lights on the BQE, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway? That was the view. Cool thing about taking the BQE at night is that you have these views. It's crazy. It's beautiful. And it always left an imprint on me. So I have a nice soft spot for the BQE. Also, one of my favorite albums from one of my favorite artists, Sufjan Stevens, wrote an entire album about the BQE. So check that out. Highly recommend it. Actually, I would recommend playing that album as background music as you watch this live stream. The BQE by Sufjan Stevens. If anyone could write it down in the comments. Hello, Oclado from France. Nice to see you here. Hey, if anyone's watching for the first time, let me know where you're watching from and say hello. Always happy to say hello back. Positive says it's beautiful. I agree, Positive. Trulio, New York, the Wonder City. Oh, I agree. Have you taken your driver's test on the BQE? Says Lori. Lori actually never really drove in in New York City. I've driven in other states. I barely have driven in New York City, to be honest. So no. So these are the little gateways, so people don't climb the cables of the bridge. I love the melancholy songs of Sufjan Stevens. Yeah, the BQE is all instrumental, orchestral actually, with synths as well. Really cool mix. Love you, Ariel. Thanks for the company. My pleasure, Chris. 4K Wonder has come to the rescue. Thank you, 4K Wonder, one of the lovely mods of Urbanist, putting the link in the comments. Thank you. It's also on Spotify. Second time watching. Ivo Marks from Riga, Latvia. Welcome. Hello, Pier from Serbia. Nice to see you here. Ashlyn from NorCal, Northern California. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Lots of people tuning in. Whoa. Oh my God, look at the views down there of the Midtown Manhattan skyline. I cannot get enough of these views, everyone. This is a very, very slow broadcast, because sometimes you just gotta embrace these views. Rosaline, hello. Ashlyn, Liz. Who wants to climb a cable? Only in New York. Let me know. Who wants a live stream for climbing the cables? I'm joking. That's highly illegal. Slow walking the dog, says 4K. Lori says a big no for climbing the cables. Here's the starting point. If you want to climb the cables, we have to do it right now, everyone. It's doable. It's doable. Photo opportunity right there. Some people are so daring that I've seen some people get on these and take Instagram photos, which is kind of crazy. Hello, Hector from Cádiz. Bienvenidos a Nueva York, al puente de Brooklyn. Say hello to the cameras, to Homeland Security, right there. Do not distract the drivers, that'll be bad news. Post pictures of the view. Runa, I only have my camera, so if you want to take screenshots, do take screenshots. I don't have an extra DSLR with me. More zooming in, there we go. Look at that. Midtown Manhattan. David from Orlando. Nice to see you here. Benaldo, welcome. Which bridge is the most picturesque? The Brooklyn. The Manhattan is a close second. Manhattan, cool thing about Manhattan is that you can see the views of the Brooklyn Bridge. Has that bonus. The Manhattan, though, if you want to cross it without walking, you can also do it via the subway. Take the QBD trains across. Gutenben or Urban Farm from Austria, welcome. Wow. Water break time. So gorgeous. Absolutely magical. Hit that like button. Yes, do hit that like button. If you want to see More videos, more likes, the better. The Manhattan Bridge is much louder, yes. Much, much louder. A little bit more calming to walk since you're not... Well, actually, a little bit more calming. There's not that many tourists and there's not that many bikers. Aiden, no need to apologize. Okay, everyone, this bench, I gave a 7 out of 10 for the other bench, but if you sit on this one, I think the score might be much higher. Because let's do a POV shot. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. This is a bench. This is an Uber bench, everyone. The other one was 7 out of 10 because the views, it was a pretty cool view, but this is a 10 out of 10 bench. Top hitting benchmark over here. Wow. Oh, it was amazing. Positive says, it's very interesting. I see New York and you're walking at this moment. You said my name, the Technics. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Do let me know how to pronounce your name.
That's a lot.
Wow. Another lock behind you. Yeah, I'll point that out if I see more. Wow. Do I prefer the view from the Brooklyn, Queens, or Jersey? Stanley, the best views in my opinion are Brooklyn is awesome from Brooklyn Heights. Queens is amazing from Long Island City. Those are the best two views in my opinion. I imagine eating a burrito here, says Elisa. Elisa, this is a good place to eat a burrito. Yep, it is. Hong Kong skyline. I haven't been to Hong Kong yet. I really want to go. I hope things get better over there. Lady Liberty now, lighting up. Positive says, as I lie in bed, I go to sleep, slowly but surely. Yes. Aiden recommends me to check out the police station from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, NYPD District 38. Oh, interesting. Okay. MXC, hablo español. Puede preguntarme cualquier cosa en español. Estábamos ahora en el puente de Brooklyn, yendo hacia Manhattan. You can ask me anything in Spanish as well. Bienvenidos, gracias por mirando de México. B. Griffin says, there's my favorite bitch. Oh, I'm so glad, B. Griffin. Welcome, nice to see you here. That dark blue sky, oh yeah, this is blue hour. My favorite hour is blue hour. What's your favorite hour? Let me know in the comments. And you probably could take some amazing photos. If you had like a telephoto lens and somehow find the perfect reflection on this building, you probably could take some amazing photo that no one has taken before. There we see the FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt Drive. Another great bench. Am I in the middle of the bridge? I am in the middle of the bridge, yep. Oh, B. Griffin, that already passed. These benches, due to the views, the quiet rumble, or the loud rumble of the cars, and the vibrations of the bicyclists passing through, this bench has gotten 10 out of 10. It's a great bench. ¿Qué ganas de ir a Nueva York? Oh, MX, espero que pueda venir a Nueva York pronto. How's the view from Manhattan? It's a very good view. I like it, especially once you get above Chinatown. So right when you get around this area of Manhattan, the views end up getting really, really cool views. Even better than the Brooklyn Bridge from the same perspective. Because you're right in the middle of the city. Uh-oh. We have Instagrammers. We have a fashion shoot happening here. So, live fashion shoot here, everyone. They're taking their photos. Is it for Vogue? New York Magazine? Congrats to 70K followers, says Joe. Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah. There in the distance, we see the Staten Island Ferry, Governor's Island right over there. Yo soy de Chile, por eso. Oh, MX. Creía que tú eras de México porque tenía MX en tu nombre, MX. Oh, qué bien que estás mirando de Chile. Gracias. Ariel on Vogue. Oh, yes. I'll be on Vogue soon, everyone. Stay tuned. Not GQ, I'll be on Vogue.
Where's my suitcase?
Great place for a photo shoot. Whoa, backdrop for photos. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Crazy backdrop. Saludos, Evelyn, de Chile también. Oh, tenemos muchas personas mirando de Chile. Qué bien. A lot of people watching from Chile and Latin America. Welcome. ¿Hace cuánto tiempo que este puente existía? Maxwell, este puente se construyó en el 1883. Más de 140 años viejo aquí en Nueva York. 1883, more than 140 years. Very old bridge. If I don't get to New York City in the next 2 or 3 years, I'll be very disappointed. Oh, Don, you'll get here, Don. Oh, yes, you will. Let's get Don over here, everyone. Don's been watching my videos for so long. What's your fave city in the U.S., Johnny? Oh, I am biased. I love New York. Second best city I visited in the U.S. would be... I really had a soft spot for Boston. Boston was very nice. I'll give Las Vegas to round up the top 3. Claudia, ven a México, Teotihuacán. A mí encantaría ir a Teotihuacán. Yo he ido anteriormente, pero todavía no he hecho videos. Would love to go to Mexico. Haven't been there yet, but would love to make videos. Haven't been there to make videos yet. Oh, great skyline. Does New York City have your favorite skyline? Oh, yes, it does. I think it's very hard to find a skyline that can compete, unless if you go to Hong Kong, I think, has a skyline that's pretty epic. And maybe Shanghai. But then you'll be hard pressed. London has a nice skyline, but it's not comparable to New York. New York just has something. It's so huge, it's so concentrated that there's only very few cities in the world that have this type of skyline. And it's basically Hong Kong and Manhattan. That's it. Let me know if there's any other skyline that has this amount of buildings concentrated all next to each other that you can see from across a river or some other piece of land. Because Tokyo is very spread out. Paris, has La Défense, but it's pretty far away from the city. London is still pretty small, so it doesn't quite have that effect as much as New York. Toronto. Oh, Toronto. Yeah. Toronto. Good point. I've seen the Toronto skyline in movies before. Wuhan. Yeah, I've seen the skyline of Wuhan. It looks pretty epic as well. ¿Tu español es bueno? Sí. Español es mi primer lenguaje. Mi familia de Puerto Rico. Spanish is my first language. My family's from Puerto Rico. Ariel, did you give an interview for magazines? No, I've never done an interview for a magazine, not radio, but I've done many podcast interviews. Just search my name, Ariel Vieira, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and you'll find a bunch of them. I've done maybe like 6 or 7. I love doing podcasts, so I've done quite a bit. You can also find a few YouTube interviews as well. Search Ariel Vieira. I miss hearing New Yorkers speaking in the old neighborhood accents. Merc. Oh yeah, that old accent. We'll bring it over here. Forget about it, we'll bring it over here. We'll talk a little bit with the New York accent. Welcome to the Brooklyn Bridge over here, everyone. Speaking more kind of like I'm from the Bronx. That's the best that's the best stereotypical accent I could do for New York. Here we are at the second tower, ladies and gentlemen. People of all ages, people of all genders. Second tower of the Brooklyn Bridge. What's the temperature? It's very good. 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, look at this view. Now this is magic. Oh yeah. Cass, does New York have heated sidewalks? No. I'm not sure if any city has heated sidewalks. Singapore, says Cynthia. Yes, Singapore, I've heard that. I've seen the skyline of Singapore. It does look epic as well. Elisa, maybe. Depends. If Elisa asks, would I like to give an interview for foreign TV or radio? Yeah. Always happy to chat if it's a cool station or cool television program. MX, ¿cuál hora es? Son como las 6 p.m. It's about 6 p.m. Hey, Minnie from Annapolis, welcome. I have a lot of good theaters and great local bands. Oh, cool, Terry. Thank you. Susie, you have a slight Brooklyn accent. Oh, cool. Estoy disfrutando de Uruguay. Oh, muchos latinoamericanos mirando. Qué bien, Juan. Gracias. Puede preguntarme cualquier cosa en español. Have you ever been to Belgrade, Serbia? Not yet. May one day. I heard good things about Serbia. Here's the South Street Seaport, and that's like the new event venue right over there. It used to be a mall, no longer a mall. And here we see it's easy to miss during the nighttime, but these are amongst the oldest buildings in New York. That's the South Street Seaport. Subscribe for no reason. Are you going to the hood? Not that type of channel. Subscribe for no reason. I usually cover travel sites. Pier 17, thank you, Reggie. So the venue in South Street Seaport is called Pier 17. And there is the Freedom Tower, 1,776 feet tall. Well, let me know, what does that symbolize? It symbolizes something. Johnny, my favorite skyscraper in New York City is the Chrysler. Uh-oh. Lots of bikers passing. Chrysler building. Let me know, what's your favorite skyscraper in New York City. One Vanderbilt we see over there. Big finger, watch out. Boom. There. Oh, all right, it's not that sharp. Luckily, it's not that sharp as like the Chrysler. Chrysler hurts every time. Independence Day, K, you got it correct. Hey, you're back, Lori. Nice to see you here. The year of our independence from England, indeed. Or from the UK at that time, because they were already united with Scotland and Wales. Paul used to cross here when there was the transit strike in 1977. Oh my God. Those would have been a big time to cross. So the FDR right over here. And lots of people passing through. Bicyclists. There is the ugliest building of New York City, the Verizon building. Viewer discretion is advised. This building is so ugly that they had to tear down a part of the facade and replace it with proper windows. There has to be a better joke for that. That is not a joke, but it sounds like it's the beginning of a joke. This building is so ugly that, let me know, give me a good joke. This building is so ugly that it's like a joke, yo mama joke. But behind it, there's a beautiful building, a municipal building. Look at that golden statue of Audrey Mudson there in the distance. We'll see the AT&T building soon. Lots of tourists from Queens over here today. Mujeres hermosas, sí, okay. Eso en Nueva York. MK in Spanish says beautiful women. That is New York. Beautiful place, beautiful people here. Who's the architect? Oh, of the ugliest building? I don't know. Great question. The Manhattan Municipal Building. I don't know, but I think it's Cass Gilbert, but it might be someone else. No, I think it's Corinne Hastings. Let me know. Who designed the Manhattan Municipal Building? I forgot. One of those guys. Either Cass Gilbert, Corinne Hastings. Might be Daniel Burnham. Oh, all right, guys. Let's cross. All right, let's get above the traffic. Let's get ready. Let's go. All right, now we're going to cross the traffic. And let's look down. Okay, and let me walk back. All right, there we go. The building is so ugly that it would make Frank Lloyd Wright turn in his grave. Oh, Chirag. Dropping that building is so ugly jokes. I like it. That's a good one. That building is so ugly that Frank Lloyd Wright would say that is definitely wrong. Ya me voy. Cuídate. Gracias por mirando MX. Agradezco. Blue is my favorite. Oh, yes, it is. Love Blue Hour. Merc. Oh, Manhattan Municipal Building was McKim in white. Oh, interesting. Yes. Cool. McKim in white. Thank you. That should have been a given. They're one of the most famous architects in New York. IMK designed this one. IMK designed this? No, it can't be. It cannot. It cannot. IMK was a good architect. Can you show the Empire State Building? I did earlier, but we see the tip there in the distance. It's blue. Oh, why will it be blue? That I won't discuss. Joe says, well, at least you're walking off that meal from yesterday. Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Blue is the warmest color. Oh, it is, and it's also a great movie. Blue is the warmest color is an amazing movie. Great reference. Can you act like we're running with you? I don't do running. I like walking. But sure, I could do what I call, in cinematic language, the friend shot. This is the friend shot. I coined it, I made it up. It makes it look like you're walking with me. That's why I call it the friend shot.
I understand it, I don't know what to say.
It's film theory for all of you guys. Wow. This is magical. Absolutely love it. Marlene says, I asked you the other day if you could come to the Brooklyn Bridge, and you did. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure, Marlene. Well, a few people asked, so thank you for asking. Ariel, will you do a walk over the Hudson Bridge in Poughkeepsie? Oh, I don't know. I saw it today at Action Kids live stream, and it really looked cool, actually. I never really heard about it. First time I actually saw it, so maybe. Beaton and Rose. Okay, yeah, that is not IMP building. Don't dare disgrace the name of IMP. This is Barton and Rose. Okay, cool. Oh, street signs. We're very close to them. Cool. Oh, we were close to another street sign as well. Terry has another joke. Verizon building is so ugly that they deserve it. Ooh, Terry. Psst, burn. That is a burn. We're spending a great time with you, Ariel. Oh, I'm glad. Oh my God. What? Ugly and gorgeous. Ugly. Beautiful. Horrible. Majestic, terrifying, very gratifying. This is dangerous, and I know you'll be okay on the bridge at all times. I walked the bridge very late at night. The latest I've ever walked the bridge was about 1 a.m. and there was still tourists around, so I felt safe in the bridge at all times. The Manhattan Bridge might be a little bit more. I would not walk the Manhattan Bridge too late. I'd be a little bit more precarious with the Manhattan, but the Brooklyn feels a bit safer. It's more open. There's always a police presence of some kind, so I like it. Max says, walk over there. I hope there's no protests happening in City Hall. I'll do my best. Ooh, what building is this one? What is the name of this one? Let me know. This one. It's not actual Golden Dome. Looks like the one from Madison Square Park, but it's actually a different building. Ooh, we see Chinatown. The green sign. Oh, all right. We're a bit far away. It was on the bike lane as well. Woolsworth. Oh yeah, you're right. This is the Woolsworth. Thank you. It is. Is it? Yes. Is that? No, that's not the Woolsworth. I think this one is. That one is the Woolsworth. No, that one's the Woolsworth. Cass Gilbert. That one looks similar. This one's a different one. Let me know. the insurance building. Might be an insurance building, but it's not the one from Madison Square Park. Imagine having a penthouse over here. That's so cool. This is like a penthouse for an evil villain in a comic book movie. Hey, Benal, nice to see you here. Oh, now we're close to a cars. Very close to the cars. We can say hello. We can jump on one. Just like an action movie. There'll be a great action movie scene. The guy or the girl running across the Brooklyn Bridge. They're being chased, and then boom, they decide to jump on, go into a car. They go inside the car. They ask the person to drive fast. Ends up becoming a buddy cop film. They go on a massive car chase, drive off the Brooklyn Bridge, land in Brooklyn Heights. That's a good action movie. Directed by Ariel Vera, coming out in 2028. That's the New York Life building. Thank you. Oh, interesting. New York Life building has another building down here because they have the same type of building in Madison Square Park. First time I really noticed it. That's the beauty of New York. I've done over 1,000 videos, covered in-depth history of all these different neighborhoods, definitely all of Manhattan, and yet there's always something new. Are electric cars popular in New York City? No, not yet. Very few of them. The only ones you'll see is occasionally is a Tesla, but very few, not that many. How cold is it? It's 64 degrees Fahrenheit here in New York City. For my expert Googlers or thermodynamic scientists, please do the conversion to Celsius. Let me know.
I guess I got it.
Bernal, you missed a few because of the notifications. I've heard people are not getting the notifications. Paul, not that type of channel. All right, let's jump into one of these cars. 18 degrees Celsius. Thank you. Oh, this one has some reggaeton blasting. Oh, here we have NYPD. They're in the distance. This, I think, is the entrance from the NYPD headquarters, which is right over here, all this area, NYPD headquarters. And I think they have a private entrance where they can go through here. No, this is not the Tombs. What we're looking at right now should be Pace University. Looks like the Tombs a little bit. You're all wearing masks. Yeah, people are wearing masks here. Oh, someone left a book. No, a bag. Reggaeton spreads like coronavirus, says Julio. Indeed, Julio. I haven't got any notifications from this channel. Oh no, what's happening? Hey everyone, I'm not sure what's happening, why you guys are not getting notifications. I noticed that my views are pretty low, but sometimes let the algorithms be as they will. The show must go on. We can get out through here, but we shall not. Because I'd rather get out through a little bit further down. Could you sing a few bars of I Am the Walrus? I do not know that song by heart. By the Beatles. A serendipitous book find is a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, that was not a book. It looked like one. Great mask, says Rockstone. Thank you, Rockstone. The Woolworth building right over there. Yep. That's the beautiful Woolworth. Oh my God. Water is $1 here now. Oh. ¿Cómo está acá, Ronald? Great deals over here. $1 water and some pretzels. Look at that. $4K, as we saw, water is now $1 here in New York City. It's quite a surprising thing, actually. FedEx me a pretzel. I'll do my best. I can do email a little bit easier. I'll email you a pretzel. Have you heard of New York travel restrictions? I think they're lighting it up now. Not a lot of vendors, no. Seems a lot of them couldn't stay afloat because of the coronavirus. Lisa, oh, glad you're getting notifications. Look at this at night. Wow, this is a magical sight at night. So cool. Ooh. And there we go. We walked the bridge across Brooklyn Bridge to One Police Plaza over here, the secret police station. Really cool place here in New York. Lots of other things to do. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll bid you adieu. Tomorrow, stay tuned at 5 p.m. I'm going to do a special philosophical chat where it's a once-a-month special where we chat basically about anything. Usually it's only about history, food, or culture in the travel context. But tomorrow, you have your once-a-month chance to chat about anything here on Urbanist. So see you at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. And of course, 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Back to the normal show. Thank you, everyone. No people here because it's like the police station. They always have it like shut it down. Everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.